Hello, hello. Hey, Miss Anonymous, can you hear me? Hey, Lavette. Hi, Heather. Can you guys hear me? Hopefully you can. Hey, Mika T. All right. Hey, Natasha. Oh, my goodness. We'll give folks a little bit more time. Okay, good. You can hear me. I presume you can see me too, so. All right. All right, let's see. Okay. All right, ladies. So I went to another baby show today. I don't know. The video I'm watching is like delayed. It's throwing me off. Uh, Let me see if I can get a better view of this. Okay. I think this thing is slow anyway. Anyway, am I freezing? It looks frozen. I'm feeling good. I'm a little tired. Miss Anonymous. Hi, Tanya. I went to this baby show, and it's called the JPMA show. And I got this big, I don't even know if y'all can see this, but I think it's called like the first time family, new parent days. That's what it is. New parent days at the JPMA show. I don't know what JPMA stands for, but it was a baby show. All right. I don't have a bump. I just have a belly. I don't have a bump at all. I'll try to show you what I got. 'Cause if I'm not standing too tall, I don't know. It's kind of hard because this is on some kind of delay, so I can't really see what I'm showing you in real time. So it's kind of hard. Okay, but I don't have a bump at all. Just just my fat belly. Um, see, no bump, just my fat belly, and I ate after I came home. So that's it. Thank you, Lavette. I will say I had a lot of moms at the show tell me they liked my shirt, my IVF Warrior shirt. So that got a lot of people talking to me. But I will get into my haul. Some of this I purchased, some of it I got for free. So I'll just, as I pull it out, because it's just a bag full of stuff. Okay, so the first thing I have here are, um, I hope you join me soon too, Tanya. I hope you join me soon too. I Thanks, Heather. Thank you. It's just my little fluffy belly. But so I got these little keepsies, and what they are They're I'm sorry, I'm a little out of breath. They're pacifier holders. So this one has a little face. I bought 3 of them. I think it was like 3 for $20. And I think the yellow one they don't even sell on their website. But basically they're pacifier holders. They pop open, you stick the pacifier in there, keep it all nice and clean. So I figured that was pretty cool. And they said they were the only kind of holders that fit on like the Wubba nubs. So I said not bad, not bad. Alright, so the show was from 10 to 4 today. I got there about probably almost 1 o'clock. Parking was an issue. But I stayed there to the end of the show, and a lot of these folks don't want to pack up all their stuff, so they end up giving stuff away for free. So here's like a little beach hat that I got. This was free. They just set their boxes out and was like, take what you want. This I got from Kitty Cushion. Actually, I think I got this from the Bye Bye Baby. The Kitty Cushion was there. They had a booth there. But I got this from the Bye Bye Baby table. They gave this to me for free. This little placemat supposed to make it easier for the kids to pick up. Oh, all right, Bama Girl RN. We do about the same time. But my doctors are not going to let me go past 38 weeks. So I won't make it to the 26. I won't make it. All right. So then on my way out, I saw this lady. We were working out together. And she gave me these little Emmy wipes. So little wipe samples. All right. What else we got here? All right. So Boppy had a booth there. And I just went in and checked them out. I like Boppy a lot. They gave me this tee, this scarf for free just for walking in there. So that was nice of them. And I walked around the store and I saw this shopping cart high chair cover. And let me just say that when I walked into the um to the event, before I was able to walk in, the guy stopped me and was like, oh, did they tell you about the apps? So basically there's this My Registry app, which is basically it'll sync like all your registries and stuff. Free is always good. Yes, it is. And so I signed up for the app, and then I was able to sync because I'm old, Miss Anonymous. Because I'm older, they won't let me go past 38 weeks. And I'll talk about it in another video, but definitely the maternal fetal medicine said if I wasn't contracting on my own by 38 weeks, he didn't want to induce me because of my previous myomectomy. So I will definitely have a C-section if I don't start contracting and opening up for delivery by 38 weeks. So yeah, I got time. We'll see how it goes. All right. Now, so back to the My Registry app. So in addition to having the app and being able to sync like all your registries from all the different places. So I was filling out registries for Amazon, Bye Bye Baby, and Target. Hey Deidre, thank you. um, and so it was really easy, and I was able to just sync all the registries in this app. And I put the link to the My Registry in there in the description, so it'll be in the description of all my videos from this point forward. So you'll be able to find there anybody interested in the registry. I'll mention it maybe a couple more times in some later videos, but then I won't mention it anymore. But the app was really cool. They have a scanner, so they said if you see something here while you're here at the show, you can scan the barcode. So I saw this shopping cart high chair cover, right? And I was trying to pull the app up, and I got signed out of the app. It was taking a while to come in, and I was like, they were like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I want to scan this so bad." And my registry app won't let me in. And so I was like, maybe I'll go to the door. I don't know if it's my signal, but I had all my bars. I don't know what was wrong with the app or whatever. Then I was trying to sign in. It was telling me my password was wrong. It was just a whole mess. And so the lady said, "Well, what were you trying to scan?" Well, there were two ladies in there, and the first lady said, "What were you trying to scan?" I said, "Oh, well, the shopping cart and the high chair cover." She said, "This one here." I said, "No, the gray and yellow one." And she said, "This one here, this one that I'm about to give you right now." I was like, "Oh my God, thank you so much." She was like, "It's the end of the show. Just go ahead and take it." So they gave me this for free. They were so sweet. So sweet. Um, they didn't have to do that. That was really nice. Really nice of them. Um, I never, something else that I purchased, Binky. I got this cool onesie, and I guess it's a sleeper, pajama, jumper, or what have you. I got this, and what's cool about this is the um the snaps, or actually technically there's no snaps. So like so here you might think that this is like some kind of Velcro, and it's really not Velcro. It's just fabric that's really sticky to each other, So basically, you just put the fabric down, and you know, you pull on it. It's pulling away a little bit, I guess. The way I'm pulling it, I probably didn't have it together all the way, but basically, it's fabric, so it comes apart, and you can hear it's really quiet. And so I thought that was really cool. So I bought this. Um, and I bought the little sleeper. So all the whole thing is like this cool little fabric. So I thought that was cool. I think one of these was 20 and one of them was 30. So I paid $50 for this. And I was talking to the girl. I think they're the company is, well, the girl told me she was from Sweden. I don't know where the company was from. They also make swaddles as well. And I just thought the enclosure was really cool because I've never seen anything like that. So I took it. Plus, I like the penguins. And so I was talking to her, and she gave me this cute little penguin pillow for free. So that it's like soft and plushy, and it's just like the little penguins on the pattern. So this was really cute and really sweet of her to give me that pillow as well. So I thought that was cute. I paid for that, but not the pillow. I got the pillow for free. Um, Also, I got I paid for these little amber necklaces. I don't know if you ladies know about the amber. They're supposed to be soothing and help with pain relief and all of that. And these were 2 for 20, so I purchased these. One light amber, one dark amber. So I just picked up a few things. Everybody's selling something there, and usually at a discount, 20% off or more. There were raffles and all of that, but I really didn't get there soon enough to like really get around to the raffles. But the very first thing that I got for free is these table cushions. I ran into this booth where I was doing all the baby safety, and I was just saying, "Oh my gosh, I really do need this because I have a lot of glass in my house. So like my coffee table, my end tables, my TV stand, all glass with corners." And so I was like, I really needed this. And she told me pick a color and take it because she didn't want to have to pack it up and take it back when they left the event. So this was nice. I got this for free as well. And they gave me their catalog. They got a lot of really cool stuff, including like if you have a fireplace and it's got like a lip that lifts up. Um, uh, I they have like little pads and stuff to go on there. All right, so let me see. What symptoms am I having? Heather, the only symptom I'm having is fatigue and maybe a little shortness of breath when I'm talking for a long time, standing for a long time, or walking for a long time. That's it. I've had 12 weeks. I've had no nausea whatsoever, no food aversions. The only time I feel the least bit sick is when my stomach is empty. That is it. That is it. No, you don't have to be pregnant, Miss Anonymous. You don't have to be pregnant at all. Um, I mean, you pay to get into these shows. This show, I forget how much it cost me. I think it was like $20 to get in. This purple bag is actually like an extra bag that I pay for. So that was probably like $20 as well for the bag. With samples and stuff in it. I don't know all of what came in it because everything that I got at the show I kind of just threw in the bag. But as we go through it, I'll probably figure out what they gave me for free. I got a lot of catalogs and stuff in here and coupons. They had these little tote bags there and available for people just walking around who didn't already have a tote bag. I saw this other thing. It's a bracelet for the baby. It's like a watch, like a bracelet watch, but it's a teething watch. So I thought this was cool. This was something they were giving away for free. So I picked up one of these. And it's just a gummy teething watch. You put it on the baby's wrist, and they get to munch on it a little bit. Hi, IVF, Bahama Mama. Hey, not too late. More of the story, go go at the end. Don't necessarily go at the end because there were so many giveaways that I missed out on because I didn't have time to go around to all the booths and scan. You'll probably notice I got this thing on my wrist. This is really cool there too. They had this little thing and it's got a chip in it. It's got my information. And so if I went to a booth and I saw something that I liked and I wanted information, I could just scan this thing and it would register me with that particular company to send me more information and stuff. So all the stuff I liked, I went ahead and scanned, and then they had a whole raffle thing with 17 stations that you had to scan at and all of that. So I did all of that to get entered into like giveaways. So don't go at the end, but stay to the end is what I would say. If you're gonna go, make sure you stay to the end. That's the note. Yes, yes, no morning sickness. Scheduled for C-section at 39 weeks. You in your feelings? You want to be scheduled at 38, baby girl? You want to be scheduled at 38 instead? Happy Lux. Hi, welcome. Thank you, thank you. All right, so let's dig in this bag a little bit more. Oh, this is just a show directory. It was actually a 2-day show. They were there from like 3 to 7 yesterday, but I was working. I didn't have time to go, so I didn't bother to go yesterday. But my $20 got me in both days. All right. Oh, this is something that came in the bag. Oh, it's a micro steam bag for I guess the breastfeeding supplies. I guess you put it in here and then you can put it in the microwave. It says 20 uses per bag. Yeah, I guess it's to disinfect your. Yep, you put it in the microwave to sterilize the breastfeeding. So that came in the bag that I paid for. There's something else that came in the bag: teething strap covers. I guess for the car seat. They're little strap covers that the baby can kind of like lean on and chew on if they're teething instead of chewing on the actual strap. So that's cute. Although I've been seeing that you're not supposed to add stuff to the car seat that didn't come with the car seat. So I don't know how I feel about actually using that. But that's a cool, neato idea. Coupons for Boppy. They have carriers and $5 off a newborn lounger, $10 off a baby carrier. So coupons in here. This came in the bag. I'm sure there's a ton of coupons in here. Um, Posh Baby and Kids 20% off store wide. What else is in here? I stopped at the Baby Catan because they have carriers there. I've got one of their carriers on my registry that gave me a chance to like see it, try it, make sure it's the right size, and all of that. Oh, you don't want a C-section at all? Well, I guess C-sections aren't that bad, but I understand. Hey, Tanya. Um, oh yeah, we can still be great friends. I like to travel. Uh, hey, Happy Lex. I'm doing okay. I am doing okay. Pretty good. Can they try to deliver you vaginal in the operating room in case of emergency? They will have everything ready, such as instruments. I don't know. I'm not sure how they would do it. I think Deidre, Maternal fetal medicine said he didn't see any reason why I couldn't try for a vaginal. He couldn't rule out risk 100% because my uterus has been cut. But in my surgical notes, he didn't see any reason. He said usually with these kind of things, it's very black and white. Either yes, you can do a vaginal, or no, you can't. And in his case, he's like, it's kind of a gray area. You can try for a vaginal. We can't rule it out, but we can play it by ear. The more important question was, what do I want? And I wasn't tied to a vaginal birth only because I knew. Benedict Joy, thank you, thank you. I wasn't tied to a vaginal birth only because I knew I had the myomectomy, so I I didn't have my heart set on a vaginal birth, but I said I would try, and so I had the discussion, and basically he's leaving it up to me whether I want a vaginal birth or not. So I'm saying I'll try for a vaginal birth, but we'll play it by ear because the other thing is with my insulin resistance, I'm also at risk for having a oversized baby, and I'm not exactly amped to push out a 10-pound baby or anything like that. And also, that can be dangerous as well, considering my uterus has been cut before. So, um, we kind of just have to play it by ear, see how it goes. It's still early yet. So we'll see. Because I want another baby, I'd rather have a vaginal birth if I can, and not be cut. Because if I do get cut this time, I'm guaranteed to be cut next time because they'll be so close together. So um, he did say that he could use my same scar as my myomectomy, which means um, my C-section would be a vertical cut and not the transverse. So that's a whole other thing. All right, here's something else that came in the bag: a silicone bib to catch all the food, and it rolls up and stuff. So that's cool. They're treating me as diabetic. What I am is insulin resistant. I'm not officially diabetic, but they're treating me as such. Yeah, they're gonna let me try. But if I get to 38 weeks and I'm not contracting on my own, all bets are off at that point. He said he just doesn't want to induce me. So if I come in, maybe I'm not contracting, but I'm already at like 3 centimeters or something like that, then maybe he'll induce me because there's a number of ways to do that. But I think inductions can go so long. It's a lot on the uterus, so he doesn't feel the most comfortable doing an induction in general. But kind of see how it goes, and so we'll see. We'll see. We got 6 months to figure it out. All right. So, Lansino had a booth there as well. I love Lansino. They had like a little spinner thing. I spun it and basically won free samples. So they gave me this thing with samples in it, I guess. I don't know. Well, let's open it up because I don't know what's in it. So let's see. Let's see. Samples inside. Oh, breastfeeding samples. 2 disposable nursing pads, 2 breast milk storage bags. And then there's a little thing of lanolin in here as well. No, I've not been officially diagnosed with PCOS. But I had the low vitamin D and I had the insulin resistance. My RE said I've had a mild case of. It was trying to say I had a mild case of PCOS, but I ovulate on my own every month, no issue, and I didn't have the trademark ring of pearls around my ovaries. So I don't know. As far as I know, he's not officially diagnosed me with PCOS, but he was certainly trying to treat me like it. But Lansino was also nice. They gave me these washable nursing pads. They gave me these for free as well. So that was nice of them. I didn't get a whole lot. I wasn't there. I was only there for like 3 hours, and I was really just looking around at everything. At the baby Catan table, they gave me this hat for free. I got that just for stopping at the table and trying on everything. And I guess this is a first aid kit. This came in the bag. Although first aid kit is it's branded for the show itself. So I guess this is some sort of I don't know, what is this? Lidocaine, a little packet of lidocaine, and a couple of Band-Aids. So that was in the bag. Um, some other exclusives. I saw some really, really cool things there at the show that I wouldn't mind checking out. Especially these stainless steel baby bottles. Basically, they go from like newborn all the way up. All you have to do is like change the top and the nipple, and you can, use the same bottle over and over. And I thought that was really cool. I didn't buy anything from them, but I got time for all that stuff, so I wasn't really there trying to buy anything. Primo Posse, uh, they gave me a catalog. Um, they had some really cool stuff there, including they had like a car on the floor, and I guess they had like like the Power Wheels, but it was like a little baby Ferrari. Oh, here we go. So they had the little baby Ferrari, and they had the I think the BMW or the Mercedes. I don't know. They had the Ferrari and another little red baby car, which I thought was really cute. They had that on the floor, but they had a lot of cool things. They had this mosquito repellent. It uses a battery. It uses some kind of high frequency noise to repel the mosquitoes up to 9 feet away. It can clip onto the stroller. So they had some real. Oh, here they go right here. These little teddy bear looking things. So um, that was that's cool. So I thought that was cool. They're a pretty good store. Apparently, you can't find them on like Amazon or anything. They're in like the boutique shops and whatnot. Uh, okay, here's something else that came in my bag. Prego Prop drops. This has B6. Um, some Aquaphor baby samples also came in this bag. What is this? Oh, a training spoon that's come in the bag. So, I mean, these bags, they cost like $25. By the time you get between the coupons and the free stuff. Oh, and look, another Lancino sample was in the bag already. So I didn't know what was in the bag, what came in the bag, but that's pretty much it. I don't know. I don't see anything else. That's pretty much everything, ladies. That's pretty much everything that I got at the show. Like I said, I was there for 30 minutes. And I got there. It was a long walk from the parking lot. And because I do have the insulin resistance, I went to my diabetes testing. I mean, education. And basically, they put me on insulin. So I'm on insulin now. And they want me to eat 6 times a day and all of that. So I ate breakfast. And then by the time I got to the show, I think I just got distracted, like trying to find parking. And then by the time I walked from the parking to the actual event, and then I talked to the lady who gave me these. I was at this table talking to them, and all of a sudden I started feeling dizzy, and I knew that was my glucose starting to tank because I was overdue for my snack. So I had to sit down for a while. I ate the snack, I drank some water, started to feel better, and I could get up and walk around some more. So, so yeah, I didn't. It was a lot of sitting, a lot of sitting. Um, and I also took in a class, and that was a baby wearing class. So she went over some of the baby wearing stuff. So that was cool. And but that was nice. I didn't win any of the raffles, but that's okay. The freebies from Poppy, that did it for me. I didn't need anything else. I mean, I would have took other stuff out of there. Free is always good, right? Free is always good. But yeah, so I had fun. I like these little baby shows. Um, all the extra stuff, all the cool things that are on the market now that maybe not won't see in regular stores on Amazon and stuff. That's all cool to see, and you get to try it out and all of that. And then a lot of the stuff, you stop at the table, you fill out little sheets, and or they give you a card, tell you to, follow them on Facebook or register, or go to this website or whatever, and they'll put you in some kind of giveaway that they're having and all of that. So that's all really cool. Maybe I'll win something there. I never win raffles, so ever, I never win raffles. So um, it doesn't hurt to try though. They don't cost anything. All right. So here's the map, just to show you how big this event was. I did eventually get to walk around to the whole thing, but I mean, it was a pretty big event. Pretty big. But this was good. It's definitely like different from the last event that I went to, because that was smaller, more local, and a lot of the vendors there were just really local. But I mean, they had everybody there. Even Flow, Wubbing Up was there. Um, I think they had breastfeeding stations and baby changing station. Pardon me, baby changing stations. Pardon me, and sponsored by people like Dr. Brown's bottles and stuff like that. So that's all I got for the haul. If you ladies have any more questions, I'm happy to answer them. If not, then I guess this will be a short live then, huh? Well, I have a question for you all. Do you all plan to find some baby shows once you're pregnant, or if you're pregnant? Do you go to baby shows? Or am I just being extra going to the baby shows and whatnot? Y'all still there? I hope y'all still here. Oh, there you go. Where do they advertise them? Uh, hey, Tanika. Oh, wait, I think all my stuff is on slow-mo, so some of this is coming through a little slow. Let's see. Talk about it last night. He said our baby's going to get the Ferrari. I bet. I mean, these shows, if you're unsure about something, they give you a chance to put your hands on it, and you can get a lot of freebies and stuff there, so you can try some stuff out. So they're good to go. I mean, the one I went to before was free. This one cost like $20 for me to go by myself, and it was $50 by the time I paid for the bag. But you feel like you put in all this money, to kind of go to these places, but you get a lot of free stuff to try, stuff that's kind of like, you probably wouldn't buy it if you saw it in the store, but since you can get it for free, why not, right? Um, Mika T, I will say I started looking on Eventbrite, and when I first started looking, I really didn't see anything, but I will say that for some reason, Facebook was advertising a lot of baby shows while I was in my journey. A lot of shows that were here in Orlando, and I wasn't pregnant yet, so I wasn't like signing up for them or anything. And it's just like, man, now I'm pregnant, I can't find a baby show. So it took a while. I think they all start to come around this time. So there's this one. There was the one 2 weeks ago, and then there was this one. There's like Mommy Con. That's a big one. JPMA, I think, travels around as well. Um, all the big ones have Facebook pages, but I started getting the sponsored ads, and then also the JPMA. I think it was $20, but I think I paid $10 because I had a code and got 50% off, so I didn't even pay full price for admission. So that's probably why I was a little bit more amped to buy the bag. Um, Thanks, Tanika. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff. Um, I'm fe- I'm feeling good. Just a little winded now to talk about all that stuff. Um, there were a lot of not first time moms there. I think it's just stuff for babies, and I think if you haven't been a mom for a while, like if your current youngest is a little older, there's a lot of new stuff that's out here. So I would say it's worth going, especially if you don't have all the like the baby stuff. Because I'm going to tell you, they were raffling off. crib mattresses, strollers, double strollers. I mean, big raffles. I mean, stuff that costs money. Okay, stuff that costs money. So, and you can buy a lot of this stuff at discount there. I mean, I was looking at a mattress that I saw in Bye Bye Baby, and I was just like, well, yo, we're offering a discount, and I was like, I'm supposed to drag this back to my car. Like, that's not about that, but I'm not about to drag this mattress all the way back to my car. So, I don't think I'm gonna buy that here. But yeah, a lot of people were buying like walkers and jumpers and playpens and strollers and car seats. You know, people are just going back and forth to their cars with stuff that they're buying. And if you're looking to buy stuff for your kids and you want them at a discount instead of paying the store price, these shows are really good for that. But be sure you take some muscle with you for sure to do all the heavy lifting. Okay. Not going to baby shows. You work with L&D nurses. Oh, the nurses give you free stuff, Bama girl. Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Living at Home. They don't have shows there. Are you sure? Maybe they do. uh, thank you, thank you, Tanika. I'm sorry, I'm catching up on all the comments. Girl, you look beautiful. Love the glow. Thank you. I don't know if it's the glow. I got on makeup right now, so just a little foundation. So I don't know. Maybe it's the makeup. Shot for the baby and shipped to the country. Okay. Well, if he's gonna come to New York or Miami, he might as well check out a show. You know, plan it appropriately so he can check out some shows while he's in the States and then just have his shit back. No, I didn't do any vlogging while I was there. Um it's a lot going on, and actually they had a sign and they didn't want the photography to protect people. It's a lot of people with their kids, with their babies. So I didn't pull out my camera, and they were real funny about the pictures and filming and all of that good stuff. Yes, Natasha. Oh, yes. Hit up all the shows. Um, hey, Katie. No, time seems like it's flying for you as far as the pregnancy. Do you feel that way? I'm so excited for you. No, actually, I don't feel that way. I feel like time is moving really slow. But I guess that's fine. It's just, I think having the SCH and everything, and then going, 2 weeks in between scans, the time moves really slowly when you're when you have a complication and you just want to make sure everything is all right. So um I feel like it's been moving incredibly slow. Maybe it'll start picking up. I don't know. um if you've been following me on Instagram, you know already that I'm graduated from my RE already. I had my last appointment with him, and now I'm seeing the midwives for my OB care, and then the maternal fetal medicine for high risk OB care, and they just happen to be in the same office. And the appointments are kind of spread out. Like they're like, I think the midwives. I had that appointment, and they were like, "All right, your next appointment is in 4 weeks." I'm like, 4 weeks? You get real spoiled going to RE so often, and then having scans and being able to see your little nugget, and then you get into the actual OB care, and it's like the midwives, they don't even do scans. They just listen on the Doppler for the heartbeat. She just told me, yeah, we're not going to do scans, we're just going to listen for the heartbeat. Okay. So that it's kind of like, I don't get to see. And then I saw maternal fetal medicine. They did a scan that day, and then the next one he was like, "All right, I'll see you in 8 weeks." I'm like, and that'll be for the anatomy scan. So what can I say? But it's a lot of appointments. A lot of appointments. He scheduled a whole bunch of stuff. Basically, um, I had to have a 24-hour urinalysis. I had to go get an EKG because of the insulin resistance, which again, they're treating me like a diabetic. I have to go get my eyes examined. Um, I have to I had to go through the diabetes education. That was like a 3 hour ordeal. That was just a mess. So it is what it is. I'll walk you through it all as I get to it, but it's just a whole lot of appointments. But my nurse case manager told me, she said, I know it just seems like a lot right now. They're just trying to baseline you at this point and come up with a plan. So, um, don't feel overwhelmed. Just, get done what you can get done. And, I promise you, once you're through this, it'll slow down. So hopefully, because I'm having trouble like getting work done. Uh, Oldest too. That's how things have changed much. Oh, your oldest is 2, yeah. Yeah, there's some really cool things, cute things. You have like the boutique shops and stuff. They have cute little things that are different. Most of the discounts I saw were like 20%, 25%. If you bought them there at the show, that's enough of a discount. That's like walking into, Bye Bye Baby or Bed Bath and Beyond with a coupon. So that's worth it, I'd say. You'd save if you were there to buy like the larger items and you purchase something while you were there. You'd make your $20 back pretty quick. Uh, but it's very cheap with deep discounts. Yeah, maybe I should come to Hawaii, Deidre, for some shows. $11, yes, I like that. Make a list, send them to the stores. With the list, pictures included. That's right. Make sure he comes back, Mrs. Living Hope, with the right colors and the right sizes. um, could probably spend a day there if I have food. Yeah, they this in the convention center they did have food. There was like a taco stand, and then a Papa John's, and then I think they had like like a little coffee stand or whatever. I didn't eat any food. I was only there for a few hours. Most of the booths had like candy, which obviously I can't partake in the candy, but most of the booths have something like some kind of candy or chocolate or whatever to kind of keep your energy up while you're going. So, as far as food, there was definitely food there. I could smell the Papa John's and I could smell the tacos. Um, but I was trying my best to be good. Trying my best to be good. Ah, all right, Mika T. Looking forward to the gender reveal. I will give you ladies a little, uh, well, not a spoiler, but just a little preview. The gender reveal video is going to post tomorrow. So you don't have to wait very long. Because only because I don't know how much longer I can hold on to the gender. So I'm slipping up left and right. So I'll get you the gender reveal tomorrow. Am I still taking all those pills? Yes, I was. Then I got some maternal fetal medicine. I was over 9 weeks then, and I asked if I needed to stop. And his response was, I was taking a lot of the amino acids, which were basically there for egg quality. He said, there's nothing wrong with taking the amino acids, but there isn't any studies that said it is a benefit to the baby. So in that case, he said, I just stopped. Pardon me, but there wasn't like a danger if I kept going. I guess there aren't a whole lot of studies on whether they're good for baby or not. So he just said the safest thing to do is just not take them. I will say, I am still taking a lot of pills. It's just some of them I'm not. So I'm still taking my prenatal. I'm still taking the magnesium. I'm still taking EPA DHA since that's not in my prenatal because it's a whole food prenatal. Um, I'm taking iron. I'm still taking vitamin D. So all of that, they still wanted me to take the baby aspirin. That was part of my protocol. They want me to continue to take even when I wean off of the hormones. They want me to continue to take that. And actually, the midwife told me that she wanted me to go up once I come off the Levinox. So um, I will come off the Levinox after this coming week. So I've got one more week on the Levinox, and then after that, then I'll go to the baby aspirin twice a day. Um, I stopped NAC, alpha lipoic acid, L-arginine, and acetyl L-carnitine. That's basically what I stopped. I am still taking the myo-inositol. I asked the midwife if she had any issues with me taking the myo-inositol since it's supposed to help with insulin resistance. She didn't have any issues with it. She didn't even know what it was, but she didn't have any issues with it. I'm happy to continue taking it because that does help greatly with egg quality, and I'm trying to keep my eggs as good as they can possibly be before I get ready to have baby number to make baby number 2 with another IVF retrieval after I drop this baby. So um, fingers crossed that my egg quality and the amount of eggs that I have don't diminish too much between now and then, so I can get baby number 2 up and out of here. Um, Tanika, did you go looking for anything in particular? Oh, no, I didn't go in there looking for anything in particular. I didn't even check to see who all was going to be there. I just really just walked around and roamed, and if I saw something interesting, I stopped. I already had, I mean, if you've been following me for a while, you know, I already have 2 strollers. I didn't need to be checking out no other strollers. I mean, they even had Bentley. Bentley was there. I didn't know Bentley, you know, like the car Bentley. I didn't know Bentley made strollers, but apparently they made strollers, some really nice ones. And I'm an impulse buyer, so I didn't, you know, I didn't need to be fooling with none of that. I didn't need to be fooling with none of that. I do have a PO box, Katie. That's also in the description. That's been in the description for a little bit now, so that's there. Um, thanks, Mrs. Living Hope. Yeah, I will tell you, and you'll see this in the video that posts about my visit with the midwives. They were very impressed with all I got done seeing the maternal fetal medicine and seeing them. It was only a week difference, and so I got my urinalysis done. I got the EKG done. You know, I was telling her the stuff from his visit. Um, and she was just like, "Can I clone you?" Like, she literally got up and hugged me, like, "Oh my God, I love you right now." So I said, "Yeah, I'm an informed patient, so I'll be able to tell you a bunch of stuff." So she was happy about that. Youngest is 18. I'm starting all over. That's right, Bama girl. So get on in there to them shows. Get on in there to those shows, even if not to buy anything, but just, you know, to get some free stuff. Um, you're having a C-section and deliver. No, not exactly. Tanika, I was just saying that because of my age, the doctors will not let me go to 40 weeks. Um, they won't let me go much past 38 weeks. And because I had a myomectomy, even though the cuts into my uterus were very minimal, he does not want to induce me. But there's a possibility of a vaginal birth, considering that I contract and dilate on my own before 38 weeks. But once I hit 38 weeks, it's a guaranteed C-section at that point. All right. Okay, a lot of yays. Bama girl, you got married? Congratulations. Okay. Any specific prenatal? The prenatal that I have, um, I was taking one a day before, but that doesn't have. I have the MTHFR gene mutation, so that doesn't have the methylated folate in it. All right, hold on. Let me see. I forget the name of the prenatal that I take. Let me see if I can find the picture really fast. It's called I probably could have just went in the room and got it faster than finding this picture. It's by Naturello. So Naturello prenatal vitamin. I just typed it into the chat. So that's the prenatal that I'm taking. It's whole food and it uses methylated folate. And if anybody's watching and you have MTHFR, also they say if you have MTHFR gene mutation, you should also be taking methylated B vitamins as well. So if you're taking like a B complex or B vitamins, you want to make sure that that's methylated as well. Heather, what was the Levonox for? Levonox is a blood thinner, and it was part of my protocol. Not because I had blood work done. My blood coagulates just fine. I don't have any reason to be on the Levonox. But I mean, this was my last embryo that I had before I had to do another retrieval, and we literally just threw everything in the kitchen sink at it. So the endo scratch, the blood thinner, in addition to the baby aspirin. So I have no indications that say that I absolutely need the Levonox, but my RV said that he's found that some women who didn't have coagulation issues, giving them a prophylactic blood thinner helped them find success. So we threw so much at this, and then there were some things that were corrected, like my vitamin D, the progesterone. So this transfer, we're doing the progesterone and oil. So um, they you know we have no idea exactly what did the trick, but it worked. I ain't mad at it. It is what it is. If I do it again, I'll probably be on Levonox all over again. I absolutely hate it. So I hate it. It's painful. The needle is painful going in. The medicine is painful going in. I have bruises. I mean, I found sweet spots on my thighs. It was tough putting it in, like, my belly, but I found sweet spots on the outside sides of my thighs. But I mean, I am completely bruised up from like knee to hip thanks to the Levonox. When is the next IVF retrieval? Hopefully 6 months or so after I give birth to this baby. If I'm picking a new Mika T, you're picking a new donor for baby G 2.0, right? I don't know. I mean, now that I have a baby with this donor, I really like to have a baby with the same daddy. But I don't know. He sold out, and it's just going to be a matter of whether I can even whether it's even an option. But I guess I don't know. I don't know. I'm really gonna have to work on that because I have feelings about going through this process and then not having full siblings. But I'm open to a completely new donor. But I really have to see what the options are. I've been in contact with a number of women who are using the same donor, who have kids with the same donor, and some of them may have some extra vials laying around. So I might buy them off him and just see how it goes. Because if my donor is not back out there on the market, I think it costs like $1,500 to reactivate him, and that's a lot. So I don't know. I don't know if I want him that bad, considering I felt like maybe he and I didn't really we didn't really mesh that well. I don't know. I don't know, but I really liked him as a donor. I'm basically in love with his profile, so I'm really attached to him. I'll put it that way. So we'll see. Uh, yeah, I just don't think I won't tell. Yeah, the Bentley strollers. I'm telling you, they're nice. Thanks, Tanika. Prayers for natural. Yes, because I don't want if I get cut this time, I'll have to get cut the next time. So hopefully. Will you be nursing? This is simply Tanika. Will you be nursing, and does that impact when you can start your IVF retrieval? Yes, I will be nursing, and I talked to my RE about that because usually the rule of thumb is to wait 6 months after birth to give your hormones a chance to come back to normal. And what I know of breastfeeding is it does not give your hormones a chance to come back to normal. And he said not necessarily, right? So they could do the blood work. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little tight. I got these jeans on. I gotta unzip these pants. Okay. He said the it's not necessarily they can do the blood work to check on the hormones to see if the hormones are normal. If they're not, then of course I would have to stop breastfeeding and give them a chance to get back to normal. But I would not be able to breastfeed through the stem process because of all the hormones and stuff. So hopefully, and he said, and it depends on how long you plan to breastfeed. So I am not tied to having a baby. I wanted my baby to have breast milk for at least a year. But I am not tied to breastfeeding via the boob for an entire year. I don't know how I'm going to feel about it when the baby gets teeth and all of that. A lot of women talk about being bit and whatnot. So, um, I'm what I'm hoping is that in that 6 months I'll be able to breastfeed and pump and stash enough for the baby to have milk for the next year. If not, we'll see. I don't know. It all depends on how the milk comes in. I might have trouble with breastfeeding. You know, a lot of things can happen, but these are all plans. And what do they say? You want to make God laugh? You tell him to show him your plans. So we'll just see how it goes. I don't want to wait much longer after the 6 months because I will be 40 when I drop. Well, at that time. So when I drop this baby, I'll be 6 months from 40. So if I have to wait 6 months, it'll be around my there's a net in here or something. It'll be around my 40th birthday. So and I was already having trouble at 38. So now we're talking 2 years later. I don't know what it's gonna look like. I don't know if I'll be able to get a chromosomally normal embryo. It's just we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully that myoinositol will help. Uh, Hail the chef. I didn't even see you come in. Um, you're welcome, Miss Anonymous, about the prenatal. Uh, how old the chef? How were you diagnosed that you weren't able to metabolize the folate? Are there any telltale symptoms? No, as far as I know, there weren't any. But I asked. I asked to be tested for MTHFR, and I think that test probably took about 4 weeks to come back. But I asked to be tested for it. It's just a blood test. Hopefully he'll be available for a sibling. I hope so too, Mika T. I hope he'll be available, or I'll be able to, snag a vial from somebody who's holding on to an extra vial. Yep. So I don't know, Miss Anonymous. I was hoping like if I can do IVF through breastfeeding, I would just pump and dump. Maybe to just keep the milk coming in. But I don't know with the hormones, with all the extra estrogen and progesterone and all that stuff. I don't know that I really want to mess with the process and be breastfeeding through it. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes because I really do want my baby to have a year's worth of breast milk. So we'll see. Tanika, do you have plans to have baby G meet the other children from her donor? Your vote, Tanika, is for her. That's cute. Yes, actually, I'm in contact with one woman who has boy girl twins with my donor. She lives out in Vegas, so I'm in contact with her. I'm in contact with another woman who is currently trying. Unfortunately, she just had a failed transfer, so really feeling sorry for her. But she's got one more embryo and she's got another vial of the donor left over. So we'll see how it goes. And she's gearing up for another transfer of that embryo. And then there are probably, I want to say, 4 other women that I have information for. I have not reached out to them yet, but they all currently have babies right now. And so I found them on my donors from California Cryobank, and they have a forum. And so there was somebody in the forum asking specifically about this particular donor by number. And so a lot of the women were in there saying, that they have babies by him and or that they were pregnant by him, and so that that thread has kind of gone on a little bit. So I've collected the emails for people who wanted to be contacted and left their emails on there. I have left my email on there, and so the 2 women that I've been in contact with, they contacted me. So because I was not pregnant by him yet, I did not make any contact with anybody there. I just collected their email address, but these women reached out to me specifically, so I've just remained in contact with them. So hopefully our babies will get a chance to meet their siblings. I'd love for them to meet. Absolutely love it. Miss Anonymous, looks like I just answered your question. California Cryobank. I'm curious, what sperm bank did you use? freeze the milk, and you can make it for you. Um, I thought the milk only lasted about 6 months, even if you freeze it. So, I don't know. I think you only get about 6 months life in the freezer, right? Maybe I'm wrong about that. I have to look into it. Yeah. Were you breastfeeding from the boob, Miss Anonymous? You said you just stopped breastfeeding at 2.5. You were breastfeeding from the boob, or were you like pumping? Older chef, I'm so happy for you. You're making a tripod. Thank you so much. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. Mika T, you're also team girl, okay? Heather, you say boy. Lavette says boy. Katie says boy. Deidre says boy. You'll be surprised if it's not, okay? Hmm. Older chef, can you store enough milk to get you through the treatment? I'm hoping to. The only problem is when you stop breastfeeding, you lose your supply really quick. So that's why I was saying I would hope to like just be able to just pump and dump, but the hormones, I don't know that I really want to mess with the hormones that way. I really have to do research on breastfeeding through IVF. If there's any information out there, I really have to look into it. Okay, deep freeze milk can last up to 1 year. Okay. All right, cool. Thanks, Miss Anonymous. This is Living in Hope. I think you're having a boy. It's nice that you're in contact with the other mothers. Thank you. All right, boy, Bama girl, you're saying girl too. All right, am I caught up? All right, I'm caught up. Okay. Sorry, it's just working in older chef team girl. All right. We shall see tomorrow, right? We shall see tomorrow. And actually, I know I was promising like the reactions, the okay, I'm pregnant reaction. So that's all going to be part of that video. That video too. Believe it or not, I have not edited it yet, so I'll be doing that tonight. A deep freezer. Okay, I'm gonna have to buy a deep freezer. Maybe I can get rid of that refrigerator that's sitting in my garage and put a deep freezer out there instead. That refrigerator came with the house. It was filthy. I had every intentions of cleaning it. I don't feel like cleaning it now. Maybe I'll just buy a deep freezer and have that refrigerator toted out to the curb. Straight from the booth for 2.5 years. You're my hero. I can't do it. I knew a lady that I grew up with. I think she breastfed her baby. He was almost 4. She breastfed her baby. I mean, I don't know. For me, it's a little weird because when the baby's old enough to walk out to you, reach down your shirt and pull the boob out, I don't know how I feel about that. But I understand. I understand people who breastfeed that long. I don't know. It's just a little weird to me. No offense. It's just a little weird to me. But I get why people do it. I mean, what they say, breast is best, right? He didn't really like the bottle, and I didn't really like pumping. Okay. Exclusively pumped when he was a newborn. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I'm too much on the go. I'd rather just hand the bottle, but I like the idea of breast milk, especially over formula. Formula is so expensive. So expensive. So when you breastfeed up to 2.5 years, I mean, because they're eating food. So I guess it's more of a supplemental thing or just a comfort thing that you breastfeed for that long. I mean, do they, Miss Anonymous, do they breastfeed like once a day, twice a day? Is it just like an evening before bed kind of thing? I I don't know. I put this little delay on my chat, so it's like 60 seconds if you guys are typing anything. But yeah, but I don't know. Folks do it. I'm more power to you, man. I don't know. They have teeth. They have teeth. I'm scared. Maybe I'm just scared. Maybe it's not weird. I'm just scared. I'm just scared to get a nipple bit off or something. I don't know. I know it's a really good bonding exercise and all of that. So I don't know. I don't know. I didn't have any plans to breastfeed past a year. I said I would try for a year. I don't know if I'll make it. Breastfeeding until they're 7 or 8 is weird. Woman on YouTube is breastfeeding that long. Really? I mean, they're in school. How do you? Well, I mean, to each their own, right, Deidre? To each their own, I guess. I mean, if you're gonna give them cow's milk, why not give them yours? But I don't know. I think I would rather just pump. To each their own. I don't know. Miss Anonymous, I vote boy too. I was going to stop when he weaned himself, but he never did. He still asked, which is really sad. Oh, 2 years. So that was like, oh, well, you went well on above past 2 years now. Oh, and he still asks. I think it's a comfort thing. I think it's a comfort thing. He finds comfort in the breastfeeding. That's why he hasn't stopped. He didn't wean himself. Um, for nutrition, I didn't want to give her cow's milk. Yeah, yeah, 18 months. I don't know. You thinking, teacher? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I think it's going to be based on my experience with breastfeeding. I don't know if I'm going to have a hard experience or an easy experience. Um, if it's just going to be difficult to manage with a work schedule and all of that, or if my milk will just dry up out of nowhere. I don't know. I don't know. But being able to do IVF after, I think that puts me at great risk of not being able to breastfeed for a year, at least with the first baby. I guess if I can't do it for the first baby, I can at least try it for the second baby, right? God willing that I get a second baby. I never gave him cow's milk. It is best for their health and yours too. In the last couple months, it was down to about 2 or 4 times a day. Plus, he eats adult house meals. He's a hungry boy. Yeah, growing, growing. He's 2.5. I don't know. But when he's in school, I mean, I guess if he goes to school all day, then he can't nurse all day, right? That may start to wean it down a little bit. But does he drink like water or juice from like, I don't know, cups, sippy cups, straws? He just wants the breast milk when he asks. And you just nurse when he asks, huh? I don't know. You're a trooper too, Tanika. 18 months. I don't know. I guess I'm not. I don't want to put any expectations on myself. I'm hoping from the boob at least 6 months, and I would hope to pump the other 6 months exclusively. Or I mean, I think I would go from the boob as long as I could for a year. Um, but then pump, and then whatever's extra, just make sure to give them breast milk. So we'll see. We'll see. They had the nursing bras, like there were a couple of booths with the nursing bras and stuff, and they were trying to sell me, and I was just like, this baby's not due till October. And then my boobs have gotten a little bigger, but I don't know. I presume they'll get bigger. Who knows when milk comes in? It'll be like, look who's talking. I just stepped out of a Russ Meyer movie, right? Who knows? I don't even know who Russ Meyer is. I don't think I've even seen him. Maybe he's a porn. Does he do porn? I don't know. But that was a joke. Yeah. Yes, he drinks water and other drinks like green smoothies, no soda. You have to be consistent or your milk will dry up. I hope I can breastfeed this long with all my kids. More power to you, girl. More power to you. Does he breastfeed for long though? So does he go for like 10 minutes or longer? Like, or are they like short breastfeeding sessions? I'm so curious about this. 2 to 4 times a day. I'm wondering, I mean, That's the big boy here. I would think he'd want a lot of milk. But I don't know. I guess if you're eating healthy, it probably tastes like candy to him. My understanding is breast milk tastes really sweet. So maybe it's just like having ice cream for him. Hilarious. I don't know. I'm just I don't know what to say about women who breastfeed for so long. Like I don't know. The teeth thing really bothers me. That really bothers me. I'm so scared to get like bit. I really am. And it just, I don't know. I don't want to say it freaks me out because it doesn't really freak me out. It's just, I see women breastfeeding older kids older than a year. Actually, I know they have a law here in Florida where you don't have to be covered up breastfeeding. And I was in Walmart and this woman was just walking around Walmart. Her baby was in the carrier, but she wasn't like a baby. She was at least 1 year old. And this woman's just walking around Walmart and the baby's breastfeeding. And she eyeballed me like, I dare you say something. And I'm just like, doesn't bother me. Normalize breastfeeding. I'm all for it. But I was just like, oh, wow, you just walking around with a boob out. Okay. All right. It's a family store. I guess it's okay. And I know that there's a law here, so nobody can say anything to her about it. Mike Tyson, baby, no way. Mm, who's got a Mike Tyson baby? Katie. Did I miss something? Is there something in here that I'm not seeing? I don't know. They don't bite, but you can feel the teeth. Oh, yeah. I don't know. This lady today told me that she was breastfeeding and her baby bit her. And you know what? It was this one lady. She sells these swaddlers. She makes them herself, and they're actually swaddlers where the baby's arms are down at the sides, but the baby can still move their arms, so it's like flexible. And so she was selling her swallows that she makes, and her mom was there. So I was talking to her mom, and her mom was saying one of her daughters bit her while she was breastfeeding, and she literally threw the baby against the wall. Knee jerk reaction, not on purpose. And she said she felt so bad that the baby like kind of hit the wall, I guess from knee jerk reaction from being bit. And then she kind of jokingly said, well, she never bit me again after that. And I was just like, oh, well, knee jerk reaction. Hopefully you don't feel too bad. I don't know what I would do if I got bit. I'd probably almost drop the baby too, especially if I wasn't expecting it. So I don't know. I guess some babies do bite. Maybe the latch technique. They're quick, 5 minutes. Okay, breast milk tastes like the milk at the end when you have frosted flakes. Don't be scared. I felt no difference when you got teeth. Okay, yeah, so it's sweet, right? Just sweet milk. That's what I was saying. It probably feels like ice cream, tastes like ice cream or something, Sam. Women can be topless in public, so New York better get ready to see my girls out and giving life. I know that's right, Tanika. They can be topless. There better not be any trouble with you breastfeeding. That's right. People in the 30s and 40s did that way here in Hawaii. There's no law. Okay. All right, Deidre. Mrs. Living in Hope. One of my nieces isn't being vaccinated, and she's almost 2, and she's still being breastfed. My sister-in-law wanted to wean her months ago, but my mom said she should go as long as possible. Now, does your mom say she should go as long as possible because she's not vaccinated, or because she should just, in general, breastfeed as long as possible? You took the boob away? Okay, Miss Anonymous, he bit me once at a couple months old. I took the boob away and said no, he never did it again. I don't know. You think the baby really understood no? How long did you punish this baby by taking the boob away? Because I need to know, just in case, asking for a friend. Oh, okay, Katie. Speaking of Biden, I referenced Mike Tyson. Yes, I was being facetious. I did, girl. I didn't get the correlation. I'm sorry. Let's blame it on the pregnancy brain. I didn't get it, but that's funny. I'm gonna tell you. Look. I will tell you this: how bad the pregnancy brain is. I could be in the middle of a conversation and be like, "Wait, what did I just say? Well, what happened? I don't remember." But I'll tell you. My niece had me take her to the airport. Yes, Friday. And she had to be at the airport. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning, and so we left here. And I drove. I took a route that I always take, and I turned onto this one road, and then I was supposed to make a left when I got to the road that leads to the airport. But I got to the light, and my niece was like, "I think you need to make a left here." And I was like, "Wait, where am I? Why am I not on Cimarron?" She was like, "Because you turned on Huffner." And I was just like, "Well, how did I get on Huffner?" I was so confused. And I was just like, "Oh my gosh, I don't know where I am. I know I'm going to the airport, but I don't know where I am. I really hope I make it home." It was bad. Ooh, it was bad. Maybe I just needed more sleep. I don't know, but it was bad. It was bad. Well, did you take? Okay, Miss Anonymous, he understood you took it away mid feeding, so he was still hungry. You mean you took it away and didn't feed him anymore, or you took it away for like 5 minutes and then started feeding him again? I mean, I'm just, you know, I read breastfeeding blog a few years ago. Babies bites because they're not latched on properly or not getting any milk. Oh, because the child isn't being vaccinated. Okay, all right. I don't know. The longer you breastfeed, the greater the benefits for mom and baby. It's the best. However, I don't judge those who don't because it isn't easy. Yeah, I guess it's just about scheduling and being able to do it. And I don't know, like with my work schedule, um, and traveling and just being away, at some point the baby's going to get a bottle. And then once I return to work, the baby's going to get a bottle because I'm not going to be able to breastfeed on demand. Even though I work from home, I'm just not going to be able to breastfeed on demand all the time. So at some point, baby's going to get a bottle, and I don't know. Hopefully, nipple confusion doesn't kick in, and the baby doesn't stop taking the breast. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping to stay out for 6 months. So as far as I know, my company gives 14 weeks maternity leave, and so that's like 2.5 months. And if I can swing another well, that's like 3.5 months. If I can swing another, couple months, that would be great if I could stay out for 6 months. What do I think about Katie? What do I think about vaccinations? There's some controversy about it. I don't have any strong feelings about vaccinations. I was a vaccinated kid. Um, I think I have strong feelings about vaccinations that don't make sense to me. So, like HPV doesn't make a lot of sense to me to force my kid to get that. I don't know how I feel about the chickenpox vaccination. I had chickenpox when I was a kid. What's wrong with my kid getting chickenpox now? As long as they get it as a kid. But I guess if all the kids are getting vaccinations for chickenpox, my kid would probably be less likely to get chickenpox and will probably eventually need a vaccination. So I don't know. I do think there are some vaccinations out there that are just over the top um, and don't make sense. That's part of the reason why I've never had like a flu shot ever in life. I don't get it. Everybody I know who gets a flu shot gets horribly ill, and it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't get sick. I haven't had the flu in I don't know how long, if I've even ever had the flu. So they're pushing it really hard because I'm pregnant now. My primary care physician was like, "Nah, it's okay because this season's almost over, but the baby will be born in the middle of next season." So the doctors are like, really like, "You should get a flu shot," and I'm just like, prove to me that I really need a flu shot. I mean, they don't always make the flu shots with the right strain and all of that. So I don't know. I'm still on the fence about the flu shot, even in pregnancy. So Maybe I'll get it, maybe I don't, but I don't have any strong feelings regarding vaccinations. Heather, what do you do from home? I am an IT consultant. I work for a small software company based out of Chicago. You may have seen the name of the company on my shirts and a few videos. It's called iManage. They make a software that's really big in the legal industry. So um, I that's probably the easiest way to explain what I do. Um, let's see, I took it away for like a minute, but he still wanted to eat, so he got it. Okay, Miss Anonymous, 6 months is really good. Be 6 weeks, yeah, yeah, it does. Or 6 days. I mean, I know some women who try and then they just, for whatever reason, can't. Um, you know, to each their own, right? To each their own. You can't tell people how to raise their kids. You can't tell people what to do with their kids. It's everybody has their own preference. Mrs. Living in Hope, you in my country, you cannot go to school if you're not vaccinated. So my sister-in-law plans to homeschool her child. Yeah, I think that's how it is here. There are certain vaccinations that are required for you to enter school. Um, I don't know if that's a state mandate or federal mandate, but I know in Pennsylvania where I grew up, you had to have vaccinations. You had to actually show the vaccinations card and all of that in order to register the kids for school. And I remember um, at so many years they have other requirements because there's so many vaccinations that you get like at a certain age, and then at another age you get other vaccinations, so they have requirements for some, like the measles, mumps, rubella, and all of that. And I remember getting that booster shot twice because my mom could not find my original vaccinations card, and they were just like, all right, well, we can't find any record that she had it before, so let's just give it to her again. And then I found the card later in life, and I was like, I knew I had that booster shot before, and so I ended up getting that one twice. Here in South Carolina, I get no maternity leave. I'll have to use sick and annual leave and my short-term disability. Now was that based that might be based on your job, or that's just how it is in general in South Carolina, Heather? Mika T, I just got revaccinated today for chickenpox and hepatitis B. I'm anti-flu shot and HPV also. Yeah, I haven't had the HPV vaccine myself, and I've seen videos where these young girls are reacting to that particular vaccine. I don't really like it, and from what I understand, it it does cover a number of viruses that cause HPV, but not the main one. So in my mind, it's kind of like, what's the point? It doesn't even cover the most common um, virus that causes HPV. So I don't know. I don't know. And I think I got a Hep B when I went to Egypt. I think I had to have Hep B, or is that Hep C? I think that was Hep C. If I was going to South Africa, I would have had to have Hep B. I don't know. Either way, one of them. I don't know, but I know they give out the vaccinations for like shingles or whatever, but I don't know. I haven't had that. So, Mika T, were you required to get revaccinated for those, or you just decided to get revaccinated? Heather, I'm a addictions counselor and I do therapy too, hoping to specialize in fertility. Oh, okay. All right. It's anonymous. I was talking about the maternity leave, 6 months versus 6 weeks. Oh yeah. I mean, I won't be paid the entire 6 months. I would only be paid for the 14 weeks, and then I will have to come up with my own money to pay the bills for the rest of it. I can't afford to be a stay-at-home mom, so my kid needs to be vaccinated. Flu shot is optional here, and I don't know if HPV vaccine is available in my country. if it isn't free and you have to pay. Okay. Yeah, I know the HPV one. They recommend. I think at like 12. I think it's 12 years old. They're giving it to these young girls. I don't know about that. It bothers me. It bothers me. Uh, Pardon me. Deidre, yes, I grew up in PA. You're right. Hawaii does not require if you homeschool. Yeah. I wonder. I don't know. I don't know how the parents do it. I don't know what the rules are here in Florida. I think they require vaccinations as well. Because I think when my niece was registering her daughter, she had to show a shot record as well. So I think Florida has some rules too. Oh, okay, okay. You can get a lawyer, like religious reasons, maybe, I guess. Um, if you're against certain vaccinations for school registration. Oh, that sounds expensive. Yeah, Miss Anonymous, we need to have vaccines to go to daycare or school here. Yeah, yeah. Because, I mean, you're around other children, you can get them sick. So I understand why they require it. Leah, some people get the church to write a letter saying they should get a religious exemption from vaccines. Mm-hmm. Okay. Most jobs do not offer maternity. Wow. So I guess you would have to have like um some sort of short term disability, Heather, like an AFLAC or something like that, that'll pay you if you are out on maternity. Because I think some people like they don't call it maternity; it's just short term disability. You just go out on short term disability. Several studies suggest early vaccinations may be linked to autism. I plan to have an in-home care provider. Yeah, that's what I was considering that too, Tanika. In-home care provider. I think it's going to be cheaper than finding a facility. Plus, I think I could probably manage only having them maybe 3 times a week and scheduling like meetings around the on the 2 days on the 3 days a week that the in-home care provider is here. And then on those 2 days, I just won't schedule any like customer meetings. But I'll tell you this. I have coworkers that, pretty much my whole team works from home. And I have been on customer meetings and have heard babies, like the baby was sitting in his lap, okay? So ain't nobody saying nothing to him, and nobody saying anything about it being, unprofessional. I feel like it's unprofessional for your baby to be crying and googling and gaggling and all up in the meeting. But I mean, to each their own. Nobody saying anything to him. He hasn't stopped it. It's a continued thing. And I guess it's no different than somebody's dog barking in the background. But I mean, you can't control a dog. You don't exactly hire a sitter for a dog either. So I don't know. I don't know, but I'm not going to try to take care of baby and sit on like meetings. This is not going to happen. This is not going to happen. So I'm going to need something, and I think if I can get an in-home care provider, um, for like the working hours, so like 8 hours, throughout the day, 3 times a week. That's probably cheaper than sending my baby to an actual facility. And then I can take breaks during the day and visit the baby and maybe breastfeed or whatever. So we'll see how that goes. Mika T, it came up when they ran my fertility workup. I hadn't had the vaccines, which is funny because my immunization card says I had chickenpox. I did, so I did it so I wouldn't get shingles at 40. Yeah, yeah. You know what? I don't know. I was in a stressful situation. I won't get into what the situation was, and I took a nap, and I woke up and I had this weird rash, and it didn't bother me. It didn't hurt. It didn't itch, and I think 10 days later, it like tingled, and I didn't know if I had some kind of parasite or something up under there. So I went to the doctor, and my primary care physician was just like, I don't know, shingles, but it's been around for so long, there really wasn't anything they could do to treat it, because when you get shingles, you have to treat it within like 72 hours or something like that, or else you're pretty much stuck with it, and all you can do is just treat your symptoms. And my symptoms was pretty much just itching, and so they just treated the itching, and then eventually it went away. But I don't know, it very well could have been shingles. I, to this day, still don't really know what it was. And I had chickenpox, and actually, I think I guess you could say my viral load for chickenpox is actually pretty high. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that vaccine could have prevented me from getting that rash, but I didn't have all the pain that comes with shingles, and it was very compartmentalized to just that area. It was like up under my arm. It was in a weird spot. Boys get HPV vaccine too. My nephew got it. Yeah, I don't see. I don't. I know they're advertising this vaccine. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Heather, I've had shingles 3 times and I'm 35. Oh my gosh, was it painful for you? Because I hear shingles is like incredibly painful because it's a nervous system disease. Oh, this is living in hope. My siblings, and I were vaccinated, and we never had any childhood diseases. Yeah, I guess they didn't have a chickenpox vaccine when I was a kid. And actually, it was chickenpox is like one of those things where it's like, oh, your kid has chickenpox? Okay. That's where the parents like, all right, I'm gonna send my kids over there to play to get us all chickenpox while we're young. And I think me and my brother had friends that had chickenpox. They had chickenpox really bad. We were sent over there to their house to play with them, and we did not get chickenpox at all. From that instance, I caught the chickenpox later, probably like a year later, at the end of like my 3rd grade year, and I had chickenpox in the house. My brother was in the house with me. He never caught the chickenpox, so I don't know. Maybe he's immune or something. He never caught it. Um, Katie, have you felt any flickering movement in your tummy from baby G? No. All the apps say as a first time mom, I probably wouldn't feel anything until about 18 weeks. Most of what I feel is pressure in my pelvis, and on the scan, and I got a video coming up where you'll see how active baby G is. But on the scan, baby G is like active, stretching, turning, twisting, all that great stuff. I don't feel any of it. I don't feel any of it. But every once in a while, I do feel like pressure, and I just feel like maybe that's baby G moving around behind my pelvic bone and pressing up against it or something like that. But now my uterus is starting to move up. So when I saw the midwife and she used a Doppler, she actually found the heartbeat above my pelvic bone. So baby G's already up from behind there. But plus, baby was measuring 4 days ahead too. So baby's already big. Already big. Um, this is living hope in my country. You have 3 months maternity leave with full pay once you've been employed for at least a year. Yeah, you know what? Canada, 1 year full pay, and it doesn't even have to be consecutive. I wish I should have moved to Canada. That's what I should have did. I had a customer in Toronto was like, "You want to move to Canada? We've got, 1 year maternity leave." They didn't know I was trying to get pregnant. It was just funny. That's what they were trying to sell me on, to move to Canada. Miss Anonymous, Alabama baby in the meeting. But maybe your views might change when baby gets here. No, I don't think so. I mean, if I were a customer, I don't want to hear somebody's baby, going to town while we're on an important meeting. You know what I mean? So there's just levels of professionalism. I'm not, it's different if I'm like in my office and the baby is downstairs and starts crying and the walls are just thin. You know what I mean? That's different. But if I got a baby sitting in my lap, it's clear this baby's talking into the mic. That's not that's not exactly professional. I don't think it's professional. It's not my business. I'm not that person's manager, so it's really not my business to say, um, you know, whether he should continue to do that or not. But it's not something I would do. It's just not something I would do. I mean, if something's in the background, like I would say my cats have come up and started to become very vocal, like while I've been on meetings with customers, and they understand animals. Like if you got a dog barking in the background because somebody knocked on the door, rang the doorbell, or something like that, or if the cats just decided to, come around, like you can't control that. They know you work from home. It is what it is. But when the kids are around, running around, screaming and whatnot, the only time that that's more acceptable, I would say, is if we're doing some sort of off-hour work. So late at night, over the weekend, I think people are a lot more understanding in that situation because you're working non-regular hours. But at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're in the, tensions run high sometimes on these meetings, and then all of a sudden the baby's screaming in the mic. It's kind of like I don't know. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't think that would change. Now, if I'm downstairs and the baby's upstairs, the walls are a little thin here and the kid is wailing, I can't do anything about that. It is what it is. All I can say is I apologize for the background noise and call it that. But it's clear the baby's not in a room with me. You know what I'm saying? Or otherwise the wailing would be so much more loud. So I don't know. I guess to each their own there too. To each their own. Um, Something, Tanika. Oh yes. What symptoms are you having? Craving, sleep pattern, exercise. We need pregnancy deeds. I mentioned this earlier. Tanika, you might have missed it because you came in a little late. The only symptoms I have right now are fatigue and some shortness of breath. I have not had any nausea, no food aversions or anything like that. The only time I feel remotely sick is when my stomach is completely empty. Um, and actually, I probably will have to eat a snack soon because I had lunch around 5, so I should probably eat a snack soon. But and that's just to keep my glucose levels up, to keep them from tanking. But as far as my sleep patterns, I'm basically getting in my bed at 8:30 at night. Um, at 3:30 in the afternoon, I'm ready to lay it down. I'm staying awake because it's time to work. By the time I get to dinner, I get a little bit of a second wind. But at 8:30, it's like after I eat dinner at 8:30, I'm ready to climb in my bed, and I'm so done, so done. And then, but the thing is, I'll wake up at like 4 o'clock in the morning because I went to bed so early. My sleep patterns have always been off. I still don't really sleep much past 4.5, 5 hours. But I can get back to sleep. I will say I am waking up like in the middle of the night, and then I'll go back to sleep for like an hour, wake up again, go back to sleep for an hour, and wake up again. But most days I'm like totally fatigued and I'm sleeping. Some days I am getting 7.5 hours, not necessarily straight, but 7.5 or more hours of sleep, and I'm still waking up tired. Like at this point, I am struggling to move out of the bed before 9 a.m. Um, I do have days though where I'll fall asleep early, especially on the weekend. I can sleep all day on the weekend, and then I'm like up most of the night, where I'll be up till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. So I guess it just really depends on how much I get to sleep. But I had a few moments last week, no, the week before last, where I had a day full of meetings. I was just tired all day. I probably slept through 3 meetings straight. Thank the Lord for mute and being able to work from home. 'Cause I think I slept through 3 of those meetings completely. So, but all of that, just fatigue. I don't have a lot of bloat. I don't have, the swollen ankles, swollen feet. I don't have any of that. I don't have any weird, like, no cravings or anything. I think early on I was eating a lot of spicy food. I don't know if I was just craving spicy food or because I just like spicy food. So, um, I don't know. I for the most part feel incredibly normal. Like there's nothing going on except that I'm incredibly tired, and if I stand for too long, talk for long periods of time, without really taking a deep breath, or walk for long periods of time, I get a little winded, and that's it. And I just feel like I have to sit down. I will say, since being off of bed rest, just getting up, like picking up the house, trying to do laundry or whatever, I do get tired very quickly, and I'm listening to my body, and when I'm feeling tired, I have a seat, and sometimes that seat is there for like hours. I don't get up, so just mostly fatigue. That's it. I guess I'm lucky. Everybody says I'm lucky, so I guess I'm lucky, and I don't have too much. Uh, Heather, shingles is the worst shit ever. I was in a lot of nerve pain, and I had to take opioids. Yeah. Ugh. Oh, I don't wish shingles on anybody. I really don't. Yeah, I'm born in '83, and I had chickenpox from older cousins. Yep. I'm born in '80. I caught it. Some people get it, some people don't. You can see they're saying some people's vaccines uh, are fading, and some need to redo them. Yeah, like they're saying you should get this shingles vaccine even if you've had the chickenpox before. I don't know why. It's the same virus, right? Tanika had chickenpox. I still have a scar in my right eyebrow, and yes, the whole neighborhood was encouraged to get it at the same time. Kind of like a reverse quarantine. I know. Back then, it's like the moms was like, "Oh, your kid got chickenpox. I'm sending my kid over." Like it's like let's just get it done and out of the way. I don't know if it's a southern thing or what, but back in the '80s, it was like, "You had chickenpox. I'm sending my kid over there." It's anonymous. I felt movement for the first time at 15 weeks and 3 days. So it could be soon. I hope so. This baby's really active. So I hope I feel something. Sometimes I feel like when I'm laying down, sometimes I feel like I can feel like a vibration, but I don't know. I usually talk myself out of that being baby movement. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't have a bump or anything yet, so I don't know. But I am starting to feel like like there's a ball in my lower abdomen. So like when I'm leaning over or stretching or something like that, I can feel that my uterus is bigger. So I guess that's something that makes me feel like something is going on. Deidre, my sister caught it more than once. Oh, is that chicken pox? I caught them once, never caught them again, and I slept in the same bed with cousins who had it, never caught it. I know it's crazy, but I'll tell you this: for everybody who had chicken pox, did your parents make you drink warm tea? I mean, I used to love like Tetley tea, just a warm tea until I caught the chickenpox. I had to drink so much warm tea when I had the chickenpox. I was off of tea for years, years. I just moved on to hot chocolate. I never did like coffee, but I just moved on to hot chocolate. You couldn't give me tea to save my life. Mrs. Living in Hope Puppy went to conference in Canada last week and is talking about wanting to move there. Oh boy. Well, they got universal health care there. They'll probably pay for IVF, so it might be worthwhile. Miss Anonymous, I get it. Didn't know the baby was making noise. I thought the baby was just sitting there. No, I don't think anybody cares if the baby's just sitting there, but the baby's like goo goo gaga crying, whatever. Yeah, that's not professional. Uh, Glad you can get some rest. Thank you, Tanika. Most weekends I sleep through the entire weekend. I get nothing done. I'm literally laid up on the couch, sleep all day, all day. That's why I've been having trouble recording videos, editing videos, and getting them out to you guys. I'm trying my best to stay on track, but I'm just so tired. I don't want to do anything but lay up. I'm glad for like these little shows and stuff that allow me to get out and give me a chance to leave the house. Mrs. Living and hope your current sleep patterns will work for feeding your newborn, especially at night. Yeah, that's what I keep thinking. Like, I don't know. I function pretty well in about 4 hours of sleep, so I might do okay with the night feedings and whatnot. So I, I don't know, but fatigue is fatigue. So after a while, those 4 hour nights catch up with me, and I crash for hours. And that's not good for anybody. So I don't know. We'll see. Missing Evans, I didn't have a bump when I felt movement. You'll know when it happens. At first, it felt like bubbles popping. Best part of pregnancy for sure. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I cannot wait. But we will see. We will see. All right, y'all. So it's been about an hour and 45 minutes. I said I wouldn't keep y'all because I'm tired. I am tired, all that walking around and stuff. But it's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure talking to you ladies. I always enjoy. Oh, hey Tasha. Yep, 12 weeks today. What they say, baby? It's the size of a lime. A lime? What is that? Is that like this? Is that a lime? I guess it's a lime, right? That's a pretty good size for a baby. I don't know. After having that let me tell you, my fibroid was like 20 centimeters, and I didn't realize. I mean, I realized that something was there because I could feel it pushing up against my abs. But this thing was 20 centimeters, almost weighed 5 pounds, and your girl just thought she was fat. Okay, she didn't think she had a mass. So I don't know. This little baby at this little size, I'm just not feeling anything. So maybe I'm just completely oblivious. I don't know. Get some rest. Edit the gender video. Have a good night. Yes, Heather. Yes. All right, ladies. Good night. Good night. And I guess we all will know the gender tomorrow. I guess I could take a poll. I don't know. How do you do those things? I'm not really good at social media. Yeah, we can hang like we did on Unity. Oh no. Oh no, Mickey T. That was 3 hours long. We are not gonna hang like that tonight. I don't have the energy. I do not have the energy. All right, ladies. All right. Yes, Natasha, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for joining me on this journey and giving me a reason to share. Yep. All right, Lavette and Mrs. Living in Hope and everybody. Good night. Good night. Good night. And I will see you tomorrow in tomorrow's video. It will not be a premiere, but it will post tomorrow. I promise. Do a poll. Do a poll where? I can do a poll here on YouTube. Can I do a poll? I'll put a poll up right after this. Maybe I should do a poll on Instagram too and ask how many think boy, how many think girl. We'll see how that goes. All right, ladies. Good night. Good night. I'm going to hang around for another minute in case somebody's chatted something because there's a delay on the chat here. But I'm going to say good night to you all. Thanks for hanging out with me. And see you with tomorrow's video. All right, community tab. I'm going to check it out. Oh, I forgot to close out. Sticky baby, that's all those TTC. Bye.